Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Crashlands 2. It is by Butterscotch Shenanigans and is scheduled for a release of some sort, whether it's early access or otherwise, this year, 2024. And there's a free demo right now during the Steam Next Fest. You can go take a look at it for yourselves. This game, my friends, it has been a dog's age since I have played this game. It's Crashlands 2 has been a long time in development. Like I feel like they started on Crashlands 2 almost at the end of their development for Crashlands 1, like after a small period of time. And I lost track of them. I mean, it's been so long and there was no real updates. I was very surprised to even see that there was a demo here. Cool stuff. I'm really interested to get into it. I loved the first game. The first game was really good. To this day, I think I still get the occasional comment on a few of the videos on the YouTubes about it, because you know, the people saying thank you. I finally found this one thing or this other thing. I can't remember what it was. That was really hard to find that I had recorded and stuff. Yeah, cool stuff. This is a semi-open world crafter. I guess it's technically an open world, but there's not really in the first game, there wasn't really a lot to do in the open world. It was just a series of quests, basically, and you just kind of went around doing some quests and then finding some resources, bringing them back to your base, and then crafting, and then just kind of progressing that way, crafting all along and getting upgrades to everything. And then there were 3 different areas in the base game. You 3 different biomes that you went to, and kind of travel between those, and that's kind of how that went. So I'm curious to see what is going to happen with this one. It looks like the art style is slightly different from the videos I'm seeing, but it definitely seems like it has the same look and same feel, I guess, of the world and everything. So without further ado, let's have me stop chatting here, and let's get into the world, shall we? And I'll give it half an hour, because I think I know what I'm getting into, but I want to see if there's anything new and exciting going on here. So we'll just stay on adventure mode. Is the difficulty. Adjust the microphone a little bit. Over a tad. Some work towards greatness, others crash into it. Larry Proverb. The missing packages, rough day. Yeah, so we were like, in the first game, we were basically a freight transport captain. 3737. And we crash landed on the planet and ended up saving them from an evildoer. So the 3 different factions that were on the planet. Or schedule. Reflect. Yep, Wonope is the name of the planet. Your goods delivered real good. Nice. Oop. Zapped again. being run. All right, a good start. A familiar start, but a good start. Ow, my kidney. Juice box? Said, ow, my kidneys. I gotta find juice box. If he gets stuck outside all night, I'll never hear the end of it. I hope he's okay. WSD or right. Glad they actually put WSD into the game. I don't think the first game had. And it was really annoying because you had to attack and walk at the same time, and you, yeah, or the same button. Use your juke ability. Cross splitter, okay. Looks like this cabin got blown apart by something. What could have done that? That's not to dwell on it. I have to find you. All the things. Crash landing ripped up the train around here. Maybe I'll find juice box if I find one of those mud trails. I like that you're automatically picking up things on the ground now. Don't have to click them all. That's a good quality of life thing. The walking though, a little bit awkward. Growl, stop right there, you alien. Flux, thanks Schrodinger, you found me. Kept telling them aliens were invading, but no one believed me. Not aliens, we're sorry not invading. Hey, Just T, welcome on in. Y'all just fell from the sky and blew up my cabin. That's some great alien invasion behavior. I would know, I've seen it before. Was your cabin? X's, I'm sorry about that. I didn't do that on purpose. Purposeful or not, my home's destroyed. No, you're right. Let me start over. I'm Flux, the hero of Wono. Don't know about all that. Wrecking people's houses don't seem too heroic to me. That's Juicebox. Ignore him. We're here to surprise Grandmammy for her 169th Sprout Day. When we entered Wono's orbit, the instability of the Juicosphere caused a massive systems failure. A huge energy beam shot us right out of space. You all do seem more friendly than the other aliens I've seen, and Grandmammy's been keeping some colorful company these strange days. Fine, let's say I believe you for the moment. Name's Growl, of all of the Petalwall Grove. Formerly of the Petalwall Grove. We make your acquaintance, even if the circumstances aren't ideal. Yeah, we're all happy to meet each other. Now that all the pleasantries are out of the way, how about getting me out from this ring of bulbous trees? Don't know why you'd want to free that mouthy box, but if you do, I got an idea about that. Let's head back to my cabin and I'll tell you about it. Sorry again about your cabin, Grawl. Haunted property destruction is not my usual thing. I suppose you don't seem all mad. You're polite enough. Most of the purpley flowers I've come across are trustworthy. What if I undestroyed your cabin? That's the least I could. Appreciate the sentiment, but you're getting a little ahead of yourself. You can't go hard off into those marshy lands unprepared. First, you need something that'll help you clear the brush around Marla's mantle. Teach you how to make a rachete. Enough to gather the materials, but once you do, you can use my workbench to craft it. Was spared when you exploded all my worldly possessions. Rachete. Okay. Right up. What a crafting menu at the workbench to see the recipes you know and what's required to make. Oh, look at that. I have all the stuff required to make it. Oh, really? Okay. Hey, that rachete is not half bad for first attempt. Thanks, I can't wait to test this thing out. Machete's blade is sharp enough to slice through any plant in the mantle. Go test it out on those popwoods around your friend, or Goop Cube. Huh, it's Juice Box, but you should really call him Goop Cube. Once I free him, we can talk about rebuilding your cabin. I'll believe it when I see it. Request for useful notes about your adventures. Entries may contain hints, locations, or other information to help you. Okay. Where's Popwood Tree Prison? Okay. Got it. Is that tab there? What? Oh, escape to get to it? Okay. Fine. Hey, where are you going? You have to free me. I did. Ah, fresh air. Now I can finally stretch out this crap in my antenna. You've been outside this whole time. Seriously, are you okay? Who cares how I'm doing? A better question is, how are the top secret goods we were transporting? You grabbed the packages, right? No, don't tell me. The cake? The balloons? The bobbleheads? Flux the bobbleheads. How are we supposed to throw a party without our supplies? Why do these things always happen to those who least deserve them? Sorry, buddy, but Bureau of Shipping Packaging Material, some of the best in known galaxies, right? There's a chance we'll find the packages somewhere. True. Plus, if the packages were truly gone, I would know. I would feel it. I can't despair yet. Not while my babies might still need me. Oh, when I find out what hit us, I'm gonna just wreak my vengeance. Your retribution meter's calibration seems off. Don't worry about me. Worry about those poor lost packages instead. Okay, little buddy. Well, let's start by regrouping at Graal's cabin. The one you demolished? It was an accident. But yes, between the three of us, I think we can rebuild their home, and we owe it to them to try. Yes, shelter first, then vengeance. Okay. Oh, you brought the box with you. Hi again. Geez, Flux, you weren't kidding when you said you wrecked Graal's house. I mean, absolutely destroyed. Good thing I'm here. Now we can really get this engineering project underway. You're an engineer? Even better, I'm a supervisor. I give out directions and let other people do the work. Then I get to take all the credit. You can tell that the first thing we need is to get more floors in place so we have good foundation to build on. I don't need a supervisor telling me that. That is clear as the dirt under your feet. I don't have feet. Besides, I already got a hunch about how the pop bark flat pack planks are put together. Graal has a new insight available. Interact with the workbench to begin the discovery process and unlock floors. Insight. Exploring. Okay, research. Okay. They have research now, which I didn't have. I don't really think they had before. They had a concept of research before where it was like find a certain amount of a certain like plant or whatever, and then that would unlock things or something like that. If I recall correctly, but this is more of a direct reference. Oh. Minus 25% cost, minus 25%. Oh, so the more you craft stuff, the less resources it costs, and then eventually you get additional output from them. Huh. Okay. That's cool. This pop bar flat plank. Pop bark flat plank floors are mighty fine. Getting them slide in will take some work though. Get a piece of cake with my handy dandy space wrench. Ta-da! Your what? My space wrench. It must have been flung out of the pod during the crash. That poor baby must be so scared out there all alone. If I never see it again. Oh, that old thing? I have it. What? You had wrenchy this whole time and you didn't say anything? I was waiting for the most opportune moment to reveal it. Any minute now. Give me my space wrench, you fiend. Ta-da! A sweet, sweet space wrench. How I've missed you. Time to show Grawl what you can do. This is the key to building your home. Use it to enter build mode and place the floors you've crafted. I admit your pal Wrenchy seems pretty useful. More useful than some of your other companions anyhow. Hey, I supervised. Yep. I salvaged a few of the cabin walls, figured out how they're put together too. Was trying to work out how to get them placed, but I guess I can leave that to you now. The rest of these house parts are more complicated though, and I ain't a carpenter by any means. How'd you build your cabin the first time? Folks up at Harlepole helped me out, but Rosa probably ain't got the time to help us rebuild my house on account of all the newcomers. Don't need any more on her plate. Folks can go to Harlepole and ask Rosa for you. That's not. Happy to help. There. Top wall. Open your map. Find a way to Harlepole. Guess that's the crash. Oh, here it is over here. Okay. Well, we made a couple anyway. Sure. Okay, I guess I place them down. Okay, so the walls are down when you put them up. Okay. It's interesting that it picked a certain amount. I guess they have like prefabs or something now, maybe, which is an interesting change. Building's certainly a little bit easier to deal with. Need pan flap or other healing items from your hotbar. You'll need plenty to stay alive. There's a crate out there. I'll build a bridge to it or something, I guess. Go. Combat is definitely as janky as it was the first, fortunately, so far. And again, I'm using this thing instead of an actual weapon, so maybe that's something. Hello there, traveler. I'd say welcome to Hartlepool, but as you see, the bridge is out. What happened? It was the strangest thing. Hunks of metal rained down from the sky and knocked the bridge right into the water. I see. Probably a completely unrelated incident. Unrelated to what? Ah, good. Never mind. Rose has been waiting on popwood delivery that's supposed to arrive any minute now. The workshop's so busy, who knows when we'll get to fixing up the bridge. Harley hasn't had time to send a message to Grawl yet. We'll need their help building new docks. It was just at Grawl's. I could take the message to them for you. Gee, thanks. That'd certainly be helpful. We'll need at least 6 pop cork docks to fully repair the bridge. Here's a schematic that Budday drew up. Okay. Tracking that. And we're tracking that recipe up here. Okay, good. That is good. Doesn't have stuff we need. That spacewalk. Okay, use a spacewalk to stun creatures and get an edge in combat or just to escape. Okay. Just a few more of those. Alright, we have what we need. These and that was 3, huh? 6. Okay. All right, we have enough for a few more here. Okay. Should be enough to repair said bridge. I like that they're integrating the building mechanics a little bit more so into the game now. I mean, they're already built in before, but this is the first game, but now they're kind of like, they're making the quests have some logical progression and stuff like that. Didn't really necessarily have before with the building stuff. Time to find out these popcorn docks actually float. Bust out your space wrench and put them in place. Okay. Okay. How do I place them down? Oh, I see. It's up top there. I didn't even notice that. There we go. How do you send me it? Hold on more. Oh, well, I guess, okay. I guess technically we only need. I pick up things I've placed down. I thought the zapper would be the thing that looks like it should be, but it's not. Okay. Well, we gotta make more then. There is to it. Whoops. Alright. You safely kept an employee decoy object for retrieval. Yeah, so they do the corpse loot, corpse runs, unfortunately. One negative I'll always hold against every game that does it. You know? Okay, so more stuff here. Boy, this slow run is really annoying. The way he walks and stuff is super annoying after a while. I get that it's, you know, part of the joke, but boy does that get annoying. Such a thing as overusing the joke. There's a few more. Okay. See if I can just not fill up the whole row with it. Just get enough to do the what's needed for the actual crossing. Okay, build. 2. Yep, that was enough. Hey, you got those popcorn docked in. The bridge looks almost better than it did before. Thanks, stranger. Everyone will be so relieved. No problem, Bob. My name's Marlo. No problem, Marlo. I'm looking for someone called Rosa. You know where I might find her? If you're a delivery person, she'll be happy to see you. I mean, I'm not not a delivery person. It's complicated. Sounds like it. Rosa's at the workshop just east of the expression of Marla in the center of town. Okay. We've got we've almost done our 30 minutes here. But you can kind of see where they're going with it. You got quests and everything. Like that. Okay, we got a crafting recipe on it. I don't know why. Kind of trying to get through it. Pops. So yeah, you can see it's very tongue-in-cheek. It's very comedic. The first one was as well, and it looks like they've definitely changed their building mechanics quite a bit. So far from what I've seen. So I don't know. We'll see how that works. It still feels a little bit maybe just slightly. I don't know. If maybe I'll. I guess obviously they're worried entirely about controller. And that was kind of what I got from the first game too, is that they just were super worried about controllers, and so everything was kind of not dumbed down, but it was very mouse and keyboard unfriendly. And this one feels a little bit more friendly than mouse and keyboard, but at the same time, you're very limited in your building and stuff right now because of, like, you have the one item, you have to go to Q&E to go between the different items and stuff, which I can see that kind of being maybe a little bit annoying later on when you have tons and tons of items in that list. But so far so good. Yeah, I don't have much to say because it's fine. Having played the first game, this is definitely feels like an improvement in many ways. Like the quests and the story are more intertwined with the building mechanics. You know, before it was kind of like they were there and there was a connection, but it felt like a very loose connection. Now it feels more organic, the connection between the two, which I think is really good. I just don't know what that bodes for you know, the big thing about the first game was you just kind of built what you built your base however you wanted to build it, with whatever materials you wanted to build it with. Excuse me. And you kind of just ran with it. And this one looks like it might still be the case. You could do that, although you don't really have much unlocked right now. But it also kind of looks like it might be a little bit more... There might be a lot more clicks involved, you know, a lot more keyboard buttons involved to do that stuff, you know. I kind of wish there was just like... I wish, and I think I've said this about the first game too, I wish they would play other building games and realize that there's a better UI than what they've come up with, because the UI is not bad, but it's also clunky compared to other ones. You know, like you look at how smooth the building menu is in like Enshrouded, for instance, right? Super smooth. You just pick a shape, and then once you've got that shape, you can select a different texture for it. Boom. Easy, right? Or different material, really, what it comes down to, you know. And it's just like super streamlined, and I just wish more games would just steal from one another, you know, when it comes to things like that, because it sometimes it's just like you go from one game to the next in this kind of genre, and you miss the good parts of the other ones, right? You miss the streamlined parts of the other ones as you go through, and you just kind of sometimes it just feels like you're taking a step back with stuff like that. But no, I would say so far so good here. I mean, right away, it's definitely, it definitely feels like a second, you know, in the series. Most notably, it looks like there's some maybe upgrade trees now, which is good. You got your equipment and stuff as usual, and it's showing you your output and stuff. The map is, I would say, probably a little bit better than the map we had in the first game, so that's good. And yeah, I have no complaints. I think this is pretty good. This is pretty good for a demo. It'll kind of give you a good look at what's going on, and also allow you to get sink your teeth into the story, especially if you haven't played the first games. It looks like they're kind of catering to both people who have played the first game, and people who are coming into it for the first time and not really understanding what's going on in the world yet. It looks like you don't necessarily need that understanding, and kind of can just gather the fact that this is your second time here, and you know, you're known to some of the residents and stuff. So yeah, so far so good. So far so good. They really do like that hot magenta, hot pink color, which every time I play the first game, that like just absolutely destroys my vision, and it's doing it right now. It's so like vibrant and bright. It's insane. But yeah, I would say, oh, I never went into the main, oh crap. I left the full screen thing open the whole time. Well, I apologize, friends. I never went into the regular view there, but oh well. This, my friends, has been Crashlands 2. It is by Butterscotch Shenanigans, and is scheduled for some sort of release, whether it's early access or a full release, not quite sure, this year, 2024. And right now you can go pick up the demo on Steam during Steam Next Fest, and take a look at it for yourselves and go maybe a little bit further than I've gone. I'm excited for the game. I definitely want to jump into it. I hope that there's some of the movement and stuff is a little bit wonky, but I suspect that some of that changes a little bit. And there's still some things that they need to iron out, but I think all in all, it looks like it's going to be pretty solid, especially for those who've enjoyed the first one. So good stuff all around, my friends. As always, I'll leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you